Welcome back, Zach. As a player who is renowned for their wrist shot, I have to ask you about Laine's last night, his second goal. You don't usually see a guy just stare a goalie down and beat him straight up like that. Tell me about that shot and how impressed you were by it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I think when you play with certain players and you get the chance to play with a guy like Patty, we had Brett here for 2 years, and what he does is so impressive. And then you get a guy like Patty here, who has one of the best, if not the best, one-timer wrist shot in the NHL. He's up there top three. Just to see what he does in practice with the puck, shooting it, and then to go out there and do it in a game. He only needs 1 or 2 shots and the puck's in the net. It's pretty unbelievable. Seeing it firsthand. Obviously, you see the highlights, when he's in Winnipeg and he scores 140 goals. You see all those on the internet, but it's different when you see it every day, just how impressive it is.
That one last night just picked a 3-inch by 3-inch spot.
He's staring the goalie in the eyes, no screen, and he just beats him clean, right in his spot. And it's, like I said, it's super impressive to see. It's kind of funny, like you expect it out of him. When he gets those chances with no one in front of the net, and when he's in a scoring area, you almost just expect it's going to go in the net. That's how good of a shooter he is.
Yeah. A different topic. You seem like a guy who's a pretty even keel, chill dude, and I wonder what your experience is with this team the last few years in terms of at times just getting so tense and caught up with how serious it takes things and just needing to relax and play. Tortorella's spoken about that extensively the last 24 hours. It seemed like once they calmed down last night, they played much, much better. Is that part of the dynamic of this team, getting people to calm down and just have fun playing hockey?
Yeah, I think so. I've been on the bench a lot lately, so you kind of don't really get the feel of what's going on.
Yeah.
But even, for personal experience this year, I think I was a guy that was, I wasn't just playing. I wasn't playing off instinct. I wasn't just doing what I do. When that starts happening, you start overthinking things and you're trying too hard, but you're not trying in the right areas. You're kind of really working for no real purpose. You're just working. That's how I felt, at least when I was, playing for my own or earlier in the year. But it's one of those things where you can see, especially from, watching above, when guys just start to play and make plays and just do the things that they do well, how much easier the game comes to guys. I think we're a team as of late. It's, I know we've been today. We did a shootout after practice, had a lot of fun with that. We played some games today.
Yep.
It seems like the mood was awesome today. Obviously it's a tough loss last night, but I think guys just have to relax and play. Obviously work, as hard as you can, but when you hop over the boards, just go out there and do what you do well.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Dave Metzold. Go ahead, Metzy.
Thanks, Todd. Z, just real quick on your health. I know when you came back for that one game, Torts didn't feel like you were quite able to get to pucks with the same fervor that you normally do. Do you feel like that's improved now and you're better than you were when you came back a week or so ago?
Yeah, that was, it's kind of weird. I don't think I came back too early. It actually started, re-aggravating just kind of early in the game. So I felt kind of limited as the game went on, which was unfortunate because I practiced the day before that game and I felt really good on the ice. But obviously it's different when you get in a game situation. So, I felt limited during the game and, I have a higher standard I can get to. And I think the most important thing is getting healthy. And then once I'm healthy, I can hopefully reach that standard and play the hockey I can play. And a lot of that's with skating, so if I have a lower body injury, it's hard to be a skater. So, I don't know what my timetable is, but I feel really good right now.
Feeling better today than you were at that time, though, right? After a practice like today where there was a lot of skating?
It's hard to explain to you guys. It's one of those things where the day before I played that game, I felt really good. I felt normal. I didn't feel it at all. And then, things happen. So today I felt really good on the ice. So it's another step in the right direction.
Thanks, C.
Next, we'll go to Mark Scheid. Go ahead, Mark.
Thanks, Todd. And Zach, just watching that game yesterday, seeing 3 power play goals scored, just how exciting is it for you knowing that that's coming around, especially with Lonnie in the lineup? And then how can that translate maybe to the rest of your game, knowing that the power play is finally starting to click a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, as of late, we've had no problem scoring goals, and our power play has been awesome. I think yesterday, I think all 3 goals came from kind of the same spot, 2 from Laine, 1 from Bjorky, if I'm correct. But yeah, I mean, if you're going to give Laine time and space, like I said, you just kind of expect those pucks to go in. That's how hard he shoots it. That's how accurate he is. They had great movement last night. They were good on the entries. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun to watch the power play last night. I thought the guys were moving the puck really well. And I think whenever your power play is having success, it carries over to your 5-on-5 success in terms of offensive, scoring and stuff like that. So yeah, no, it was awesome to see the power play have a good night.
And Zach, it'll also give other players opportunities as well, especially if teams try to focus on Laine from that spot. Just, a lot of talent on this team. Seems like they can get a real opportunity here if they start to overplay.
Yeah, I'm sure teams will start to, play over on him. It's kind of like an Ovi, when Ovi's on the ice, guys have to obviously respect it and kind of shade over there. So you saw it last night, even after he scored his first one, they were trying to overplay it, but that leaves other guys open, and there's other goal scorers on this team. Cam, if you leave Cam open, he's going to find a way to score. So, yeah, I think, like I said, the power play was awesome to watch last night, and if they start overplaying them, other things will open up, and we just got to find those plays and make them.
And next, we'll go to Brian Hedger. Go ahead, Hedge.
Thanks, Todd. Zach, in this league, the last 5 to 10 years or so, things have gotten younger and faster, and the talent level has obviously gone way up. Patrick Kane has gotten older in that time. He's 32 now, but he doesn't seem to be slowing up at all. How impressed are you with just what he's still able to do in the game after being in it this long?
Yeah, it's really impressive. I think that's what makes him one of the best players in the league. Is every year he has success and he finds ways to be successful. Obviously he's over 1,000 points in his career, so it's one of those things where you're never really surprised by it. But seems like the older he gets, he's just, like I said, finding ways to still contribute every single night and kind of take over games. So obviously a lot of respect for what he's been able to do, but yeah, it's, like I said, it's really impressive.
Are there certain guys in the league that when you first came in your first year that you'd probably looked up to or had watched for a number of years before, that you kind of had to, not starstruck, but you had to kind of get over that? And was he one of those guys?
Yeah, he was. I'm sure you all know, obviously I was a Red Wings fan growing up, so playing the Blackhawks, then playing the Penguins. The first 2 times I played against Kane, Taves, Crosby, Malkin. It's one of those things where I grew up watching them for a number of years, and then when you finally get on the ice with them your first year, it's you're kind of just looking down there in warm-ups. You can't really control it. Your eyes are looking down there at what they're doing, and just kind of seeing them on the ice with you it's pretty unbelievable. Now, obviously, it's not, I don't feel that way. It's been 5 years, but there was definitely those starstruck moments. There's still moments where, you kind of have to, look back and say, I'm in the best league in the world playing against the best players, guys I grew up, watching, and it's really cool. So, but yeah, when I was a rookie in this league, there was a lot of those moments where, guys like Yager, I remember playing against Yager my first year. That's pretty unbelievable. So, a lot of those cool moments.
Yeah. So now do you look at those guys as, I'm sure you look at them differently. They're potential headaches now?
I don't know. I mean, nothing's really changed in terms of playing. I think even as a rookie to now, the mindset's still the same. But I think obviously you have to respect them, but you have to play your game against them. So like I said, it's been 5 years in the league, and I feel really comfortable versus anyone now.